Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Murray going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Kelly to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So now the Cowboys will line up to go for the 2-point conversion. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Aaron Robinson.
It's interesting noticing that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Kelly. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. There he goes, right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I
I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. A play fake. Now Kelly. Man open. Here's Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels turn.
And that's why he gets paid them big bucks.
That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams when a mistake happens.
Don't even say nothing, fam. Just lose, nigga. Just lose. Hey, you talking about?
That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. Only about a yard as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Cowboys 16, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Kelly, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Everyone watching this game, you should really be aware. I am LeBron James in the playoffs, man. I turn it off and I turn it on for this very exact moment, man. I turn it on for this very exact moment, man. I know game ain't over, but this shit feel good.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Kelly. They'll get this out to Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Play action. It's Kelly. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Kelly. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From the gun, Kelly. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Aaron Robinson in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kelly. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Murray off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Murray going to take off with it. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Murray from midfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Cowboys 30, Saints 13.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Kelly. He completes it to Olave. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st down and goal to go.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 55 rushing yards rushing for them now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Kelly. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There's Kelly to throw. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Kelly. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, Kelly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's good. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
GG's, man. New Orleans finna have a lot of homicides tonight. Y'all niggas finna go crazy in the city, boy. But it's funny to me how people still don't respect me in this league. Like, I went to the Super Bowl last year. Like, niggas thought this shit was gonna be a cakewalk. I'm still the same guy, fam. I just don't play hard in regular season, I promise. I don't play smart in regular season. But respect me. So, Falcons, Seahawks, yeah, I'm on your fucking ass. I promise. I'm not even worried about the Eagles. He fucking sucks. But the Falcons and the Seahawks, y'all was talking good shit regular season. And the thing is, I really scouted y'all. I wanted to see how y'all was really going to play. Y'all played me hard. I'm going to play y'all hard when we play. Proms.
Left sideline. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
I'm not going to give you everything I have in the regular season. But you will, because you want to beat me so bad. Sorry ass boys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, it's Kelly. He'll find Jones again, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A play fake, now Kelly. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
And then, like, y'all are not good. You and the Falcons, y'all both run the same little meta offense, fam. So, like, it's not even, like, respectable. You feel me? Like, I can't even respect you when you do this because you go stay in that tight bunch. You go stay in that tight bunch, and you go try to score the whole time, bro. Like, did I get in tight? How I've been whooping your ass? That boy from Louisiana for real. Yeah, y'all finna go crazy tonight, boy. That's how you beat that shit, though. That's how you lock that shit up.
Inside the 20, good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on.
It be like that sometimes, bro. But you know, like, I just got the better team, bro. No cap. Like, my team is built to win. My team built to win, homie. My team is built to win. I promise. I got Jalen Ramsey and Diggs. You think I'm going to lose in the 1st round, homie? Hell nah. Hell nah. But GG's, man. I didn't even get to run what I really wanted to run on you. I had to just, do what I had to do. Let this be a warning